So today we're going to be learning how to stretch our tight calf muscles. And your calf is also named the triceps surae, which is composed of three muscles: the gastrocnemius, which is the big superficial or closest to the skin muscle. You have the soleus, which is a fish-shaped muscle. It's thinner. It's directly underneath the gastrocnemius. The reason this is important is because the gastrocnemius and the soleus, they make your Achilles tendon, which is the strongest tendon in your body. Some people can hold up to a ton of force, literally, with their gastrocnemius and their soleus tendon. And because it's so strong, it can also get very tight and develop what's called a contracture. So if you're a runner, if you're a stomach sleeper, or you like to walk on your toes, or any other pathology that can help develop a contracture, today I'm going to show you how you can release the muscle. So we're going to go through 3 stretches, but before we get into them, we need to first decide which muscle we're targeting. The gastrocnemius muscle crosses the knee and the ankle, which means when we stretch it, we need to keep that knee straight. And when we're targeting the soleus muscle, we're going to bend that knee so that we're targeting only the soleus, taking gastrocnemius out of the stretch. And this is important because all 3 stretches, you can target the gastroc or the soleus. So the first stretch, we just need an object to lean against. So we're going to have our hands on that object. It could be a wall, a tree, or a refrigerator. And we're going to keep the heel driving into the ground. Your back leg is the stretch leg. And you're going to drive the heel into the ground. You're going to keep your toes pointed forward. And essentially here, to intensify the stretch, you're going to bend the front knee, or you're going to push your hips forward to increase the tension on that back calf muscle. So for this next calf stretch, you're going to have a towel or a strap, and you're going to wrap it around your forefoot, and essentially, keeping your knees straight or bent, you're going to increase the stretch by increasing the tension in your arms. And this is great for people who cannot maybe stand up for 60 seconds. Maybe they are dizzy or they're at risk of passing out. So for this last stretch, we have a slant board or a curb or a stack of textbooks, anything for us to get our forefoot elevated. And essentially, you're going to drive your hips and your body, your center of mass, over your toes. And this is going to help increase that tension on your calf muscle. And you're going to hold for 15 to 30 seconds or longer, depending on what you're targeting. So how many times a day, how many times a week should you be performing these stretches? Well, the American College of Sports Medicine recommends holding for at least 15 to 30 seconds and repeating that for 2 to 4 times a day for 2 to 3 days a week. Personally, I like to run, I do half marathons, and I also like to lift weights, and that means my calves get pretty tight. So I find that every day, just doing 2 or 3 repetitions of a hold for 15 to 30 seconds is enough to get that flexibility adaptation. And another thing is consistency. So if you're only doing this for 1 day, I really wouldn't say you would feel immediate relief, maybe immediate relief, but the actual flexibility of the muscle, you need to consistently and specifically intentionally train that flexibility over time. So it might take a couple of weeks, but with dedication, I do believe you should feel some relief. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this content. A reminder that I'm a student physical therapist, and if you have plantar fasciitis or another disorder, I do recommend you see your healthcare professional or your doctor. And I hope you enjoy this, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.